Tell me about customer experience and why that's not only something that we need to do at a tactical level, but how it's going to change things on a more strategic level.
Customer experience is really the thing these days in any sector. You look at, there's plenty of research that shows that the companies that are leading in customer experience are leading financially. What's happening is the expectations of customers, and in our industry that's healthcare professionals, that is patients, that's payers, their expectations have changed. And those expectations have changed because of the consumer world. So if you're used to interacting with your bank or your another retailer that you really like going to through your phone, through all different channels, and having that level of service in person, why should it be any different when you're interacting with a pharmaceutical company? So while in pharma we tend to look at each other a lot, we present to each other, we have a lot of meetings looking at benchmarking across what we do. Really, as far as customer experience is concerned, that benchmark needs to be the consumer world and what they're doing to fulfill the needs of customers and patients alike.
Tell me about some of the opportunities that you see that we have moving forward with customer experience.
What I see is that traditionally we had pharmaceutical sales reps going out and selling our products as such. But what I see as a real advantage is that we do have still large customer-facing teams, but what we do with them really needs to change. And so the one area that I would say is if we could use these reps per se, as their names used to be true ambassadors for our company, actually going out and providing service to our healthcare professionals or our customers, then that would be a real benefit. That channel, the rep channel, is of course it costs a lot of money for us from a pharma perspective, but it has the potential to actually improve a customer experience and improve the lives of the people that they actually go out and talk to. So I think in many ways it's a situation of taking what we do now and thinking about how we can use that to benefit our customer, not just to benefit our product or our message.
Tell me specifically about the digital solutions that are available as part of the customer experience equation that we need to bring forward.
Where digital is really being used today to address customer experience in other sectors is really to provide convenience. There was a study that just recently came out saying that the banks that were more digitally enabled, that had more service and tools available, were actually leading in customer experience. And that's to say that, if of course you can solve a problem quickly for a customer via a digital channel, then you actually improve the overall experience that you've created for them. And so in pharma, I think we tend to think of digital channels in a very push mentality. Let me push my message to you, send you an email, enroll you in a webinar where a talking head is giving a speech. But really, we can turn the channel around and actually say, how can we develop and design these channels so that they themselves are providing service and convenience to our customers? If we do that well, then we'll really be achieving the goal of having a superior customer experience.
I like that you're thinking about customer experience on not just a basic tactical level, enhancing the process that we already do, but actually on a strategic level where you may well be fundamentally changing the sorts of processes and interactions that pharmaceutical business models actually propagate. But in order to make that kind of change, you need to have some quite senior level buy-in from the organization. How are you finding that's working for you at Teva, and have you got any advice for those who might be seeking to do similar in their organizations?
I think certainly Teva is very well suited as a company with good executive leadership that really does believe in not just customer experience, but really trying to rethink how a pharmaceutical company does business. And I would say, very self-servingly, that's a great thing to have. It makes my job much easier because, yes, what I'm talking about is something that is radically different for a healthcare company or a pharma company. But for those that are out there that maybe don't have that level of support, that strong dedication from senior leadership, it's really about inspiration then, to tell the stories, to really inspire them as senior leaders in any forum that you would get with them, to start to think and question about why they are doing business the way they are, and maybe why something like adding customer experience team or individual to an organization really can add value.
Do you feel that in an organization such as yours, it's important to create a specialism around the areas of customer experience and patient solutions, or really is the mission to try and propagate these values throughout the rest of the organization?
True success comes from changing the attitudes of the whole organization. I'm quite open. In fact, even just in a meeting this morning, I was talking with a senior individual saying, if I'm doing my exact job as it's defined now in 3 or 4 years' time, I'm probably not successful. In that really the organization as such needs to start thinking, as I opened this interview with, from the outside in as opposed to the inside out. So thinking about what are the needs of our customers, what are the needs of our patients, and designing solutions that solve those problems. That is a mindset shift, and really I would say if I have one thing on my goals to be successful, it's to make that mindset shift happen. And then again, if I'm not here in a few more years, then the company really did change and it was a success.